Going to see Environmental Management 680 paper 11 May June 2024 paper 1 theory. Okay, it's a 1 hour 45 minutes paper. Okay, first question, section A. Igneous and sedimentary rocks are type of rocks. Complete the sentence about the rock. An example of igneous rock. Okay, I think basalt, one thing. Okay, or we can write granite. Both are example of igneous rocks. Then for sedimentary rock, an example is a limestone. Okay, maybe shale and sandstone. Anyone we can write. Both answers are right. Okay. Okay. Next question, part B. Describe the formation of sedimentary rock. So how is the formation? First step we will write it here, and then I will explain one by one. Okay. First one is the rocks will weather. Okay, weathering will happen. Weathering is what? First step is weathering. Okay, in weathering the rocks break down into, sorry, not the rocks, the materials broke down. Okay, breakdown of materials of earth crust. Okay, slowly I'll write earth crust into smaller particles. This is where the sedimentary rocks started, smaller particles. Next, the second step is weathering is done, where it is broken down. The second step is it's been washed away or moved out from one place to another, that is erosion. Okay, erosion is the second step where it is moved down. Okay, moved, the process by which ice, water or gravity used to move the material. Okay, used to move the broken down parts. Okay, move the fragments parts or broken down part, whatever it is, move the fragments. Okay, to from one place to another, from one place to another. This is the next step, right? The third step is, third part is weathering is happened, it is broken down, now it is moved, now it should be deposited somewhere. So it's the third step is deposition. So in deposition the sediments are laid down in new locations. Okay, so it's moved and deposited somewhere in a new part. So I will write simply the sediments, okay, are laid down in new location. Third one. Okay, fourth stage, what will happen? After the deposition, all get squeezed or moved together in a single part. Water is mixed in with the sediments. Okay, so next one is compaction. In this step, the fragmented parts are formed as layers. Okay, all the layers are all squeezed. Then water will be mixed in it. Water is mixed in it. Okay, with the sediments, mixed in it with the sediments. With sediments I'll make it simply. Okay, the next part, final part is lithification or cementation, whatever term you can refer it, both are right. Okay, one is pure geology term, another one is a simple term. In this part, what will happen? The last part, the particles of sediment begin to stick to each other and they are cemented together by clay or other minerals like silica or calcite. Okay, here is the last part. In this part, the particles, I will write simply particles stick together. Okay, stick together by using clay or minerals like silica or calcite. Okay, so the stages are, one is weathering. Okay, I will underline it, weathering. Next one is erosion. Third one deposition. Fourth one compaction. Fifth one lithification or cementation. Okay, next question. Second one, A part, the photograph shows an irrigation of plants in a field. State the type of irrigation. Okay, here it is a trickle drip irrigation. You can identify it clearly from the photo. It is a trickle drip irrigation. So one more question, so just write the method alone. Okay, next one, reduce. What is the state 2 reasons why this is an example of sustainable agriculture, or what is the profit you are making it out of this method, or benefits of this method. It reduces, I'll write 2 or 3, make use of which one is used. Okay, so reduce the salination, risk of salination. What does that mean? Reduce the risk of salination. What does that mean? Less chances of water to evaporate. Less chance of water, I will write it in chemical formula, less chance of water to evaporate. Okay, because of space I am writing it in the chemical term. This is one profit out of it, or one benefit out of it. And the second thing, it reduces the surface runoff, because directly it is been, water is being provided to the root, so no problem has been there. Okay, directly provided to the base of the plant or root, so the water is being used less. So third one, if you want to write, I will mention. Okay, reduces the risk of over watering. Okay, with these 3 benefits I will write here. Okay, only 2 you have to write. If you want, you can write other things also. State the process that releases water from the plants to plant leaves. Okay, from the plant leaves, okay, there are small pores like structures called stomata, through which water will evaporate. Okay, this process is known as transpiration. Transpiration, it's a 1 mark question, but the loss of water through the plant leaves to the atmosphere, it is happening. Okay, water is being evaporated to atmosphere through the pores in the leaves. Okay, either to cool the plant, or it is a one other way we can say as unused water in the plant. Okay, both the way we can see it. Okay, next part. Third question, the diagram shows oil spilling from an oil well into the ocean. Okay, it's been in small droplet like thing, it's been moving out. Okay, state the method of dealing with the oil spill shown in the diagram. We can use detergent spray. Okay, because it is here, it is being spread here, so detergent spray method they are using. Okay, main use it will split or break the oil slick. Okay, break down the oil slick, simple way. Reason is this one, into oil slick, make it into small droplets. That what is happened here. Okay, into droplets I will write here. Yeah, but this is the method, detergent spray. Okay, B part. State 2 methods of dealing with oil spills on the ocean surface. What are the 2 methods we will use? Any other 2 methods is, one is floating boom. Okay, one is floating booms. It is, this method is a floating barrier used. A barrier will be used to surround the oil slick so that it prevents from the spreading it into the outer area. Okay, it's a barrier is being used. Okay, surround the oil slick. I'll write here, then I will surround the oil slick. Okay, so that it prevents from spreading out. So this is one method, and the second method is floating boom. Second method is skimmers. Okay, in skimmers what will they do? Clean the water surface by using a material that attracts to the or attaches to the oil easily. Okay, a material is being mixed in the water. Okay, which attach with oil, so that it is easy to remove. Okay, these are the 2 methods available here. So only write the names alone. Okay, can we go to the third part? State 3 impacts of oil pollution on marine ecosystem. So basic thing we know is it kills, okay, fish and sea birds and marine animals or marine mammals. Okay, this is one happening. Second thing, it prevents the oil surface, prevents the light from entering inside the water. Okay, inside the water surface. Third part we know is it kills the coral reefs. Okay, it kills the coral reefs. Third one, if we want simple more, finally it disturbs the, okay, or disrupts the food chain in there. Okay, these are the 3 impacts of the marine oil pollution. Okay, fourth question, the diagram shows the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so how we want to write this thing? First question, complete the labels on the diagram. Okay, how will you write? Here it is water is being absorbed. Okay, plant is taking in carbon dioxide and leaving out oxygen, and this is glucose or sugar. Okay, it is being spread. These are the parts you have to write there. State the green pigment found in leaves. That's chlorophyll. Okay, it's chlorophyll. Right, 1 minute, I'll make one more L. Okay, yeah. Next one, human takes in oxygen. State the process that uses oxygen in the living cells. It is respiration. Each 1 mark question, so directly write the answers alone. State why trees are a carbon sink. Okay, how will you explain this thing? It takes or it absorbs. It in the sense I makes trees, okay, absorbs carbon dioxide. 1 minute, it absorbs carbon dioxide and gives us oxygen. So they are called carbon sink. Okay, next question, fifth one. The bar chart shows the number of active volcanoes in some countries. Okay, the first question here, it is been the number of active volcanoes is given in y-axis and the countries of different names has been given in the x-axis. Okay, question A, complete the bar chart using the data in the table. For Chile, it is been number of active volcanoes is 104. Okay, it is 104. I will zoom out and make it. Okay, from this center, okay, this center to this center. I'll make a line from here to 104. 104 is this one, I think. Okay, I'll make a line from here, use a scale. Okay, yeah, here from here it goes to the top. Yeah, this is one part. Okay, this is one part, and the next part is for Ethiopia is 58. This is 60, so one line below I'm making it. Okay, here it will come. Sorry, here. Okay, if you want you can shade it inside. They have shown in the filled one. Okay, next question. Okay, B, volcanoes erupt when magma rises to the earth's surface from the mantle. Explain how the tectonic movement causes magma to rise to the earth's surface. Okay, how will we write this for this question? Here we can write two ways. Okay, when two oceanic plates move away constructive convection current rises to the surface. Okay, this is constructive plate boundary. How will we write constructive tectonic plates? When two plates, first step I am writing, when two plates, okay, two ways it is happening. Two plates move away from each other. Okay, the constructive boundary. This is constructive boundary. One method is this one, when they move away from each other, this one will happen, magma will rise to the surface. And when the second one is when the denser plate or denser oceanic plate we will write. Okay, it is been there in your notes. Tension oceanic plate is forced down, okay, moved down or subducted down. Okay, subducted or we will write as subducted, it's easy to understand. Subducted, okay, under the light continental plate. In both these way, okay, here one is constructive boundary, second one is subduction. In both ways this will happen. Okay, the magma will heat. For the second one, friction between the plates. For this one, friction between the plates, okay, triggers earthquake. With this way, okay, trigger the earthquake, heat is produced so that the descending plate melted down, okay, forming the magma. So friction between the earthquake, heat is produced. I am writing only the result. Okay, heat produced. Therefore, next step what will happen? Magma will rise to erupt, rise to come out. Okay, this is one method. For this one, how will it will happen? Here, when two oceanic plates move away, automatically the space is created so that magma rise to the surface here also. Okay, this is convection current part. For the top I am speaking. Okay, this is the part. So magma rises to the surface. It forms a new basaltic ocean crust. Forms new basaltic ocean crust, okay, which is lighter and not as thick as a solid rock. Okay, magma moves through the vents. If there is a gap, magma moves through. These are the points we have to write. Okay, yeah. Next question, C part. Okay, the diagram shows a volcanic eruption, plume containing ash and gases mixed. Acid rain diagram is given. Okay, the table shows the information of the volcanic eruptions. Okay, for Kilo, Stromboli, Gales and Mount St. Helens. Okay, what's the problem? Height is being given, volume of the material is being given. So what you have to find out in the next part? A student concludes that Mount Helens eruption has great impact on the atmosphere than Stromboli eruption. Use the data to show the student conclusion is correct. Okay, we will go back to here. How will we find out? I used volume formula. Okay, volume is equal to area into H. Okay, so for this part, Stromboli is, I take the base one, is volume is 0.40, I think 4 zeros. Okay, 101 equal to area is, we have to find out, into height is 0.1 here. Okay, so area is equal to, for this one it area comes around, I take in between. Okay, 0.5 we will take, 0.1 to 1.0, so I take 0.5 here. So if I take 0.5, the area is around 0.000402 kilometer square. This is for here. For the second one I will do it here. This is for Stromboli. Okay. For Mount I will do here. Okay. Its volume is equal to area into H. I do this method, okay, to make a clear answer for me. So 1 into area into H is 25. They are given more than 25, so I take it as a nearby 35. So area is nearly around 0.0285 kilometer square. Comparing these two areas, this area is higher in spread. So volcanic ash spread here, area is higher. So with this data I conclude, okay, the Mount Helen is, with the data of area calculation, with area calculation how much it spread, with the area calculation, okay, Mount Helen is 0. Or otherwise 285, sorry, 1 minute, I'll slightly clearly. It is 28570 meter square spread, whereas okay, Stromboli is just 20 meters square. Compare the area, how much it is spread. So I conclude Mount Helen has, conclusion is Mount Saint Helen, I think, okay, has highest eruption. Okay, next question. The table shows information about the volcanic index VEI, okay, in different volumes they have given. With the scale that has been given, state the VEI of kilo. So for kilo, how much it is? Volcanic eruption VEI. Just by comparing this, okay. One minute, I will conclude for the volume. Okay, here it is. I little bit confused. Okay, kilo volume is been given here, so we will write from there. Okay, kilo volume is 0.050, I think, 1 2 3 4 5 1 kilometer cube volume. Okay, so it will be around 0. This one, see, when this less than this one, it is here, so it is 0. Lowest earthquake it will record. Okay. Okay, next part of the question. The table shows the information about the two earthquakes A and B. Okay, explain how the magnitude of A compares to the magnitude of B, earthquake B. Okay, earthquake A has the lowest magnitude. Okay, starting I'm writing earthquake A has lowest magnitude compared to B. Okay, then with the magnitude A, because each level increase, okay, we will write this way, each level increase is 10 times in increase in magnitude. This is the range they have to compare. Okay, so therefore it is equal to 100 times increase when compared to A. 100 times more ground shaking we will write. Okay, for the earthquake B. Okay, 100 times more shaking compared to A. And one more, if you want to conclude, Okay, B is more risk. B is more risk and level of danger is high. Okay, level of danger is high. Okay, these are the points we have to compare. Okay, next one. The figure map shows the location of the Galliras volcano. Okay. Suggest why people living in Pastos are worried about the Galliros volcano. Why they are worried? Because they are very near to the volcano site and not have enough time to evacuate. Okay, so 2 points if you want to write. People live near to the volcano. Okay, 1 point we can write this way. And the evacuation time is less because not enough time if it is opened because it's very near. Okay, not enough time for them. And then other thing I want to write, the people will suffer from the health issues like the ash cloud or the plume causes respiratory problems. Okay, respiratory issues or respiratory problems. Some people it may cause death also. Okay, and if you want to continue, it is damage to properties also we can write. Okay, damage to properties, roads, and finally agriculture crops. These are the things we can write for this one. Fifth question, volcanic eruption can cause acid rain. So what is an acid rain? An elevated level of hydrogen ions with low pH, harmful to plants, aquatic animals and buildings. Okay, so how it will be caused during volcanic eruption? The caused by the emission of the volcano emits sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, no, it will be the reaction formation, so it will be sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide, okay, into the atmosphere. We will write one by one. So into the atmosphere, this is the first stage. Okay, which will be, so if it is released, it will be transported either by wind or air currents. Okay, and air currents, both will happen sometimes. Okay, they will move out. So SO2 and sulfur dioxide is SO2, this is NOx. Okay, so the SO2 and NOx reacts with the water present. Okay, reacts with the water and oxygen. Okay, and oxygen and other chemicals. What will they form? In the cloud it is having, or the wind that is carrying having water, oxygen and other chemicals. So if they react, the SO2 will be changed to form finally sulfuric acid. Okay, it will form finally sulfuric acid and nitric acid, which is very dangerous. This mixed with O2 and other chemicals before falling to the ground. Okay, so if you want to write simply, the SO2, okay, the SO2 and NOx reacts with water, wind and air and other chemicals to form sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfuric acid and nitric acid, which mix with water, okay, and other chemicals and fall down as a acid rain. Okay, falls down as rain. Okay, next question. Suggest why many farmers grow crop near the volcanoes that can erupt. Main reason for this is one other way, the land is fertile and produce abundant of crops, so easy to hold the water or to drain and easy to fill. Okay, limited land, everything is there. So one by one I will tell you. Okay, one thing is the land is fertile. Okay, because of the minerals which is been deposited from the volcanoes. Okay, so land is fertile, it can hold water easily. Okay, so the farmers can yield high when they do the agriculture there. Okay, produce abundant or high yield crops. And one more thing is, only problem is it may lead to erupt is risky. Sometime if the volcanoes erupt, it's risky. That's all, only one disadvantage I can speak here. Other things it's good. Okay, third question. Okay, more economically developed countries use strategies to manage the impact of earthquake before they happen. So explain these strategies. What are the things we can write? One by one. Low rise building. Okay, so damage will be less. So low rise building, less collapse. That's what I meant. Less damage also. Less collapse and less killing of people. Damage to people is also less here. Okay, and disaster preparation should be there, that they will do before it happens, so that the medical team, okay, medical aid and the rapid response team will be prepared. Okay, this is one. Then what we can write, evacuation they will do properly because they have know it before, so preparations are made. Okay, so it is in a controlled condition, so that controlled way, so that prevention of diseases is happening. So prevention of diseases will be there. Okay, these are the points I am using it here. Next question, sixth part. Okay, complete the following statements about a typhoon. A typhoon can only form above the ocean between 5 degrees and 20 degrees north and south of the equator. This equation must be at least 60 meters deep. The surface temperature it should be around 27 degrees. Okay, next here the graph shows the data about typhoons near Japan. Okay, the total number formed and the number reaching the land is being given. Okay, first question, state the month when the typhoons are most likely to form. Here is the peak, so this month is August. Okay, state between which months typhoon reach land. Which month it reaches the land? Here it starts, reaching diagram. Here it starts from June to October. So June to October. Okay. Estimate the percentage of total number of typhoons formed that reach the land in September. How will we calculate the percentage? It is Here I'll make it as September alone they are asking. Here I'll make from here to here. I made around 0.85, so total is by 4.9. This height I will go, sorry, for September this height I made. So from here I calculated this way into 100% for 100. Okay, so it is around 17.34, so 17% I made it. Okay, here next question. Many typhoons are predicted to reach Japan. Suggest 2 reasons why some of these typhoons don't reach the Japan. What there can be reasons. They can suddenly weaken or change their course. Okay, they can suddenly gets weakened. Okay, or change their way of course. Okay, and second point, if you want to write, the predictions may be sometimes incorrect. Okay, this can be written, but most of the time this won't happen. Prediction may be sometimes incorrect. Okay, they don't have enough energy before reaching the land, so it may reduce or weaken once the center of the storm, okay, the center of the storm or eye, whatever we say, okay, moves to the land. I'm writing here, if you want to note it. If it moves to the land, okay, it begins to weaken. So rapidly, because of the temperature and other conditions, because of this the storm lacks the energy. Okay, the storm lacks the moistureness and the heat, okay, to create the ocean. The moisture and heat provided in the ocean gets lagged, so automatically the storm gets weakened.